Alright, no intro here. We're going straight into this, okay? Because I'm still so heartbroken at what has just transpired. Why did Tenko have to die? Why did she die before I could finish maxing out the friendship fragments with her? Why is this happening? Anyway, I suppose we'll find out. Here we go.
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monofani's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Well, now it's orange. What does that mean?
Ah!
Oh, the puke color's normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. I mean, I've been thinking about this so much for the past day. Like, trying to think what the hell. I haven't even investigated the second murder. The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running. The audacity of someone
What?
to do this in front of my face. It's out of this world. Like I said, Tenko didn't just raise a death flag, she launched it into space, pretty much. And not even 5 minutes later, she was gone. To Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How this happened?
Tenko, Gonta, so sorry. Gonta no could protect you. Neither could I. I mean, I could see it coming, and you know what's worse is the fact that you can't do anything, you just know it's going to happen, and you just gotta keep playing through the damn story, you gotta sing that song, and you see the blood, and you just... Okay.
Got a minute?
Shuichi, explain the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened? We sang.
Well, that's...
It wasn't Kumbaya, I can tell you that much. I don't know. What's happening?
Rise and shine, your sign!
Like, I'll voice my theories once we get back into the investigation, but for now... I think
What
we're
on
all
earth?
reeling. I'm surprised too! I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation! I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away?
Say,
Does the time limit reset in terms of the investigation time? I don't know. Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, yes? Good question. This will help me solve one of my thoughts regarding this case.
huh? If so...
What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? I mean, we've had this scenario before, haven't we? Where, in Danganronpa 1, with Hifumi killing Taka and then Celeste killing Hifumi. And Celeste was deemed to be the blackened because she masterminded the whole event. Is that going to be the case here, perhaps?
Yeah?
What would happen? Monodam? What would happen? Too bad Monosuke's not here to just, you know, blurt out with his big mouth. What would happen?
Not that!
Why do you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father!
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way!
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. Yeah, the guy's bald. Is he ever going to go back to normal? He's creepy. This whole chapter's creepy. It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Yeah?
Huh? It's all your fault, Monami.
Daddy!
Monofani, sorry. Help! We don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal.
Hey.
That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right!
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand that because you've never been loved before, Monodam.
Daddy!
I love you, so please go back to normal.
Father!
I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. Oh, you're making me blush. He's back. Oh, there's another one.
Here I am.
I'm back. Were you good while I was away? Oh no. Oh.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs.
He's even licking his own self.
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
Oh, that tickles. Father's intense love is getting me all soaked.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing. This better not awaken anything in me.
Moving right along. Oh, jeez.
No.
Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax.
To tell you the truth,
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it.
satisfied with this?
The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not. A lot of people can't really do that, Monokuma. I suppose you can. You're running the show here. Huh? Wait, so then, who's this Baldy then?
Yeah?
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay, like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. Oh, it's gone.
Huh?
Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates?
I'll answer that.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served. Wait, what?
Huh?
First come, first served?
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
in other words,
If the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Wait, really? So someone could have killed Tenko, my bae, and they'll get away with it, basically. But will we ever know who killed them? Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim. I can't believe you say it like that. Oh my god.
now then.
Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later. Well, it's definitely going to be important then if it's part of the school regulations.
Go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Monokuma file number 3 has been updated.
Father!
Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leader's got to be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy!
You're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp. Monodom's not happy. He's been humiliated.
Satisfied with this?
There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. As long as they live. Until Monodam kills them. He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go.
How nice!
That's why he's so amazing. Please lick me some more, Daddy.
So long. Farewell.
Just do it in your own private quarters, please. Oh, Monodom's not leaving. What's up? So to make sense of all that,
Listen closely.
if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
But we don't even know if there's a different culprit, do we? Yeah, exactly. If we did know... sounds bad if I say it like this, but we wouldn't really need to investigate Tenko's death, would we? The priority would be Angie's killer. But I wouldn't want to know, or I wouldn't want to live with someone knowing that someone else is a killer, and I don't know who it is.
Let's see.
True. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case. Are they one and the same? Damn it. That's going to throw a twist in the works, huh? If it's not relevant now, it's surely going to be relevant later.
How exciting!
Finally, things are heating up! I'm getting so excited!
Piece of shit!
Gah, you fucking psycho!
Shuichi!
This is bad.
Huh?
You think? It's bad that two people are dead, and there could be two different killers. Yep, I've come to the same conclusion. This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know...
So, this is where you need to step up. Oh, you fucking gladly. Whoever killed Tenko, I will find you, and I will kill you. Taken meme.
Listen up.
Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for that quote.
All right.
Then let's check the Monokuma file first. She didn't deserve this, man. I mean, from what I know. But we have to uncover the truth. So let's do it. The victim is Tenko Chabashiro, the ultimate Aikido master, or Neo-Aikido. The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. What? A stab wound on her neck. The same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. Curse!
Hey!
What? Curse?
Oh, this is just like when he hugged Kaede in the despair tunnel.
Kaito, calm down.
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
What's his deal?
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
I think she means it this time. Not a joke. Not a joke, Kaito. Let her go. A dull sound reverberated through the room. It's now really the time, guys. Okay? One of my best friends is dead. Oh, he's bleeding.
Are you okay?
Kaito, are you okay?
My bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad. But for a different reason. I'm gonna go get some fresh air, so... I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. You're about to lose your teeth! Okay, he's gone. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Shall we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk. See, that's why I feel so bad, because I feel like she was just thrown away.
This is...
Well, that's true, but... Angie? And then Tenko? And to think, earlier, I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again. Himiko. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone's panicking. Including me. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. Investigation resume.
Well...
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
That won't be necessary.
Ah!
Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Huh?
Why?
Listen up!
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. Did you install something in him? New power? Oh, jeez.
His eyes lit up!
Ah!
I, Mew Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
What, a seizure creator?
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Too bright! Too bright!
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
God. Okay. I need sunglasses. Wow. Okay, it's really bright here.
man.
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added. Okay. This is going to be important, huh? Okay, so theories. Theories on poor Tenko. Okay, well, I've had multiple. We've got... I have to put them on the list, right? I have to put Kaido on the list, because the guy's freaked out by the supernatural. He's freaked out by the occult. Maybe he got freaked out that Angie was about to resurrect someone, so he killed her. And then he found out that we were about to do a seance and Tenko was about to get possessed, so he stopped that from happening. Okay? That's one theory. I don't like this theory. It's lower on my totem pole. Number 2. The killer is the same as the one who killed Angie. And I want to think, because, okay, think about this. I don't think the killer is very smart in this instance. Maybe it's just my opinion. Like Tsurugi said, she suspected Tenko, okay? And if you're the killer, you'd want to keep the suspicious people alive. So killing Tenko is a bit of a mistake, because we could have been misled to think it was Tenko easily. And so maybe the killer's not that bright. Also, maybe the killer was gullible. Maybe they thought that Tenko really would resurrect Angie, and they had to kill Tenko. In that case, that's gullibility, right? So maybe we look at Gonta. Or maybe we look at Kiba. Maybe he had a disagreement with Angie, killed her. He was upset that he couldn't control the seance. Because we have to think, was Tenko killed because she was Tenko? Or was Tenko killed because she was in the middle here? And the killer didn't know who they were going to kill, they just happened to kill Tenko because she's the one who volunteered herself as tribute to be a vessel for Angie, right? Maybe the killer's goal was to stop Angie from coming back. Maybe they thought that was real. In which case, Kibo probably... I don't know. I don't know why I thought Kibo. I had a reason, but I've forgotten now. Anyway, that's enough rambling for now. Those are my kind of main theories here at this point in time. I suppose I need to keep investigating, right? I said things that made Tenko look suspicious, and now this? I mean, we've also got the fact that the culprit might be 2 different people. Maybe they thought Tenko was the killer of Angie and they tried to avenge Angie and killed Tenko. Or maybe Tenko was the killer. Maybe Tenko really did kill Angie, and then, I don't know, something happened. She took her own life in the circle. Why would that be? I don't know. She did start saying all that stuff to Himiko as if she knew she was going to die, or maybe that was just a coincidence that she raised that death flag then and there. It's a lot to think about. I need to digest it still. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cry later.
What?
Huh?
Because.
Crying won't bring Tenko back. And if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too. I know. I'm going to investigate this for her.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko. And all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. It sure would. It sure would. Maki, you're helping me out here?
Well...
Do these floorboards seem a little unstable to you? They're tough to walk on. The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of cross pieces. That's what Gonta told me. That's probably the reason they're a little unstable. They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable.
Well...
The boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine they'd come loose easily.
Is this...
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
Okay.
Yes, I suppose. See, now... Kyo did mention the weight of this was 175 pounds. I don't know how much that is in kgs, which is how I operate, so... I don't know. Could it be someone in this room who killed her? Or could it be someone who was under the floor who killed her? We know that you can get under the floor because there's a hole in the corner, which we'll investigate right now. Let's do it. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still. There's apparently a hole in the corner for every room. Am I understanding that correctly? I need to check them out.
Is this...
A hole? Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Okay.
Right, let's do it. Hole in the corner. Yeah, we definitely need to know what's under there. Because, like I said, that was all set up. They discussed at length how heavy the cage is, even though Himiko lifted it up by herself to check on Tenko's body. Maybe it was the adrenaline. And then you got the cat on top, and you got the sheet over it. The room's completely pitch black. You can't see anything. And I'm thinking, now that Kibo's flashlight function is apparently a truth bullet, he could have gone under the floorboards to do this. We wouldn't have noticed because that sheet was covering that entire cage, right? So the light could have been under the sheet, right? Surely. Maybe that's a thing? It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kia was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a bloodstain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But
no hole in the fabric. She wasn't stabbed through the fabric, which means the killer somehow got inside the cage, which is apparent with the floorboard, right? And we heard that noise during the song, which was a pretty mean song, by the way. I like it a lot. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. White sheet has been added. Wait, let's review this sheet real quickly. Normally I don't really review the truth bullets, but in this case, I'm curious about it. White sheet. The sheet that was over the iron cage during the seance is very thick and can't be seen through. See, that's the thing. There must have been a light source because they wouldn't have any idea where to go. And think of the way Tenko was positioned, right? She was on her knees, leaning forward. She didn't stand a chance. Let's go. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to her neck. Sorry man, this is just personal right now. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death, thank God. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut, despite the pain? No, she would have screamed, surely.
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
huh?
What do you mean? Maki's probably done this before.
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. So it wasn't instant. She would have been too shocked to react. She'd have just known that someone had killed her. Right then and there, and we couldn't do anything to stop her. To stop the killer. To save her. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around, but you did see something under the floor, right? So surely, unless the killer took it with them. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Tenko's last moments. I've got the marker stone. She was supposed to be resting her head on this, right? There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please rest your forehead upon the stone marker I've placed here. It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work? Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Like this? Now think of the way she's positioned right now as well. So in that CG we just saw, she was facing towards us, towards the exit of the room, but now she's on her side. Was that just because she slumped over after she got stabbed? Probably. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. But even the rock is on that side too. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Marker stone's been added. Crooked floorboard. This floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember
It
correctly...
wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
But...
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then, someone must have loosened it on purpose. Before the seance? Who suggested that we use the middle room? Was it Himiko? Iron cage. This is the cage used in the seance.
Is this...
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. There's blood on the top. How? Because she was stabbed in the neck. Right? Hang on, wait, so there's the path. I need to know where that path is because that will show which way she's facing. And that'll determine. Maybe I was just getting the CG mixed up. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
Hey, look at this.
is this...
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah? Is that the bottom? I'd say that's the top. Unless you mean underneath the top.
That's true.
Yes, I imagine so. This splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. Yeah, well, I don't think she was anywhere else. She'd have had to go underneath the floorboards, got killed, and then someone put her back up there? Is that... Did Tenko know this floorboard was loose?
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. She did volunteer to do the seance. Now, she said it was for Himiko's sake. But maybe she had an ulterior motive to perform the seance. Maybe she knew about this floorboard, but then what was she planning? You know, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep an open mind here. Because I want to avenge Tenko, but... You know, Tenko might be involved. I don't want to think that she is. I'm just trying to keep all my possibilities open. That's what the other Ultimate Detective did, right? Keep all the possibilities open and start eliminating them one by one. No matter how absurd the theory was. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead. On top of the floorboard, no less. Did she not hear someone come up behind her? Or feel their presence? It's such a tiny cage. How did this happen?
Then...
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. What? That is a possibility. No way. Unless the cage was lifted during the seance. But it's a heavy cage. We did hear something. Was that the sound of the... But there was the dog on top. Oh, sorry, not the dog. The cat on top. So that would have hampered the possibility of lifting the cage up, right? Oh man, there's so much to consider here. Okay, no, so she is facing the right way because that's where the magic circle, the pathway towards the middle is. We have to investigate the circle. It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Oh dear.
It's been completely stumped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
well...
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body.
Right already.
Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. She makes a scary face. The monkey doesn't really beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But...
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Caged Dog Village document. Sorry, it's a dog. Oh,
Hey.
I was right off all along. Isn't that right, Kyo? Why do you look nervous all of a sudden? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Because the circle was destroyed? Really? That's your primary concern? Magic circle that Kyo drew. White cloth, I've already checked that out. The dog statue. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. Palindrome. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly,
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? Kaede held my hand once. What?
I'm kidding.
Anyway.
Is
And
this...
Tenko threw me around. That's technically touching me, even if it's violent. If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Yeah, I don't think she was kidding. The dog statue's been added. Himiko, I suppose I should check on you. Are you okay?
Hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait,
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
But
She's not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
like I thought.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. I mean, she was always standoffish with her, but maybe Himiko did care about her deep down. Oh, okay. Himiko. Oh, she's catatonic.
why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? I couldn't either, dude. It's not your fault.
Leave it
Unless
to
you're
me.
the killer, in which case it's all your fault. But I don't know who the killer is at this point. Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. Okay, Iron Man.
That cannot be.
Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? God, is that what he's concerned with? I don't know, maybe the host was killed, and the spirit can't possess a dead body unless we're gonna have a freaking walking puppet around. An actual zombie? We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder. Yep, I'm gonna punch him.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the cage's child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time... No more seances! You're banned from seances.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever. Just hurry up. Okay, let's review. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then, Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all 4 of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Yes, we went through all that. Afterwards, we stood in the 4 corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the cage's child song. The seance should have been complete, but... But now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Yes. Oh boy, this was such a... It was such a cool and creepy moment. Oh man, just the way the words appear and the music behind it was so good. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. It was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something. I don't know, Mikan's not here, that's for sure.
What do you mean?
She definitely would have torn the whole room down if she tripped over. And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle, in the opposite order. I'm trying to think, was the dog facing that way originally? can't remember. I'll have to watch it in post. First, all 4 of us removed the dog god statue. But the floorboard was already loose there. Ah, the floorboard. But can anyone fit in that? That looks like a narrow gap. But look, it's outside of the cage. But then she wasn't stabbed through the cloth. They would have had to lift the cloth up. You don't have to lift the dog statue to lift the cloth up, right? But then we would have seen them, because they would have needed some sort of light to see what was going on. And my whole basis of my theory is if they use the light underneath the blanket or the cloth, we wouldn't be able to see the light. Apparently, I don't know. I'm guessing not, because it's an opaque cloth. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then I realized something was amiss. Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, then it sounds like Tenka was definitely killed during the seance. Hang on a second. The body discovery announcement. We were just talking about how she might have died as soon as the cage got lifted. We would have all seen her body through the cage, right? Why didn't the body discovery announcement not play until we lifted the cage up? Or Himiko lifted the cage up and saw her body? Was it because she wasn't technically dead yet? And then she died because we lifted the cage up? I don't know. Maybe it was just discretion. Monokuma decided to play the announcement right then and there for dramatic effect.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes.
Then...
When was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is... Yeah, I figured it would be. Why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here?
what's the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches. I don't know now. See, Kyo's adamant. He is 100% certain that the seance should have worked. I'm thinking it didn't work because Tenka was killed, which makes sense to me. I mean, no matter what, she had to be killed somehow. Whether it was by someone in the room already or someone underneath. In which case, someone would have moved from that corner and killed her. That would ruin the seance, because they moved from that corner. Or someone else was in the room, because they came up through the floor. That would have ruined the seance as well. So that's why your seance was broken, because someone got killed, Kyo! It's obvious, it's staring you right in the face. It's in the middle of this room. It's in the middle of your damn circle, for goodness sake. That's why your seance failed. Anyway. Whew.
Hey!
Had to get that off my chest. Maki, we've finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor. I still have to talk to Mew.
By the way,
But I think we've already established. Sometimes she just has nothing to contribute. It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here. That should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Got it. Oh, and Kokichi's here as well. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours. Right, so no one's excused from being able to fit in here, not even Gonta. Good to know.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got blood. A scythe? Or a sickle? That's our candle, right? A hole. They would have traversed through from the other room. There's blood there. There's blood here that's dripping. Dried blood. Okay, let's start with the sickle. There's a sickle here. And there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did? Well, good job. We suggested that someone should have taken your weapon from your lab, and it's done.
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
Well,
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches,
that's right.
and since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
but
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question.
Hey,
If the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
that's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle onto the floor in the dark. Or, they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Sickle under the floor. Blood stained. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. It's dripping from up there. What's the dried blood? What's with the dried blood? There's a blood stain in the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why? Why is there blood here?
hey,
The back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah!
You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed? No, it's dried. It's not fresh, like the blood on the sickle or right in front of us.
That's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet,
Okay,
but these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Was Angie killed here? Dried blood on the floor, loose floorboards been added. And we got this. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like a natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. Someone just exploited the fact that there was a way in and out through this floorboard. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? And the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
no.
True. But it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. Let me just review Kibo's light function here. A function that Mew had added to Kibo. He could emit a blinding light from his eyes. So it's blinding light. It's really bright. I don't know. I feel like if he used it under here, we would have seen it through the floorboards. Tiny gaps, perhaps. That might make it impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
And they could have used a light. We're doing that right now.
Well,
True. They used a light to move around under the floor? Is that possible? Is it? I don't know. Is there anything else to investigate? Cut crosspiece?
ah!
Yeah, it's broken. Looks like it's sawn off cleanly. No rot there. Oh, look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why? When did this happen? Surely it didn't happen during the seance. It would have taken too long. And we would have heard this, not just a big thump, but actual sawing taking place. Was this premeditated? This definitely... I don't know. It feels like a opportunistic murder, but the more... It looks like it was a cover-up. Because of that dried blood, right? But now it's drawn attention to it. I Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then...
What purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Why did Tenko have to die? Why did they have to cut this cross piece? Why is there dried blood here? So many... I've got no idea right now. No clue. Cross piece under the floor has been added. That's everything, right? I think we've finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floorboard, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. I mean, I suppose we have to check out her lab, right? Because that's where the sickle came from. Maki,
By the way,
we've only been investigating this room. Are you sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko had different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is
You're right.
the culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay,
Yes, of course.
but
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. You're right. Where's Kokichi gone? He was right here. Little bastard. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then, Kung Fu's killer is obviously... Fuck you. Fuck you. You made me chuckle, but fuck you. One of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
no.
No, not necessarily.
Huh?
Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her? We just did some investigating? That's how.
Could it be...
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
Fucking moron!
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that? It's true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. See... There's dried blood under there. What does the dried blood mean? It means that the blood was there for a while. Okay? Who else could be there? This entire floor was not unlocked until the previous class trial, so it's not anyone else. Okay? That's quite a bit of blood. Was Angie murdered under there? And now I'm thinking. Tenko was not to say a word until the seance is over. What if she was using this as an opportunity to get under the floorboards and clean up after herself? Maybe she committed murder down there. I don't know. Maybe she went down there. Maybe she saw the loose floorboard and went down to see what's up. She discovered the blood. The killer was there, realized what was going on, and killed her to shut her up. So many things. Why did she volunteer herself? Was it for Himiko's sake, or did she have an ulterior motive? Did she know she wasn't allowed to say a word, which made it easy for her to traverse around? Because we couldn't see through that cloth. Tenko answered Kyo. So at that point, she was most certainly alive. But any time after that, she could have died. There's blood on top of the cage, though. There's no doubt about that. When the candles were relit, she'd already been killed. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? 11 a.m. But I don't know what time it was. That may be an important point of this case. How do I know what time it was? I don't know. Is there an easy way to tell? Come on, let's go. when I came to the hallway. A scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. What now? What could possibly be going on now? Seriously? It was a second where I was just like, no way. And then it was no way. You motherfucker. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror? I don't know. I knew you wouldn't die.
Huh?
So no, I wasn't gonna fall for this for a second. What are you doing? Don't give me those eyes.
Oh?
Sorry, I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
So you decided to frickin' prank us at this time? You jackass. If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone? Does that mean... Wait, what? No way.
Huh?
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the killing game is all about!
No, I haven't finished investigating yet. I swear I haven't.
Killing game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes!
No.
Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the killing game! The killing game just can't be beat! Behold, students! The entrance to the trial grounds!
I don't have the answers. I don't even have a concrete theory. I don't even have a hunch, like last time. I guess time's up. Oh, man! It's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. Give me that. But unfortunately...
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. I need this for the circle. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the exact same way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. There's gotta be something. Okay, there's the 4 circles in the 4 corners of the room. There's the circle itself with the different symbols. There's the pathway facing that way. Obviously, I can't remember what the symbols were. Surely there's something wrong with this. There must be measurements or something about the circle, right? Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. Really? At the class trial. So, see you there. Am I gonna have to carry you there? Nope. Kokichi left. The blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi's been added. Thanks, asshole. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes. Everyone does. I don't know about Kibo. Maybe he does too.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? You're joking. I know you're joking. Let's go. Oh, I gotta move myself. Really? I can't just quickly nip off here? Nope. I need to head to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard. Damn it. Okay. Well, let's walk really slowly and think about this. Are the 2 killers the same? I mean, I'm 50-50. It pains me to say this, but I have to consider Tenko as a suspect for Angie's murder. And I'm 50-50, so 50% Tenko killed Angie and someone killed Tenko. But I don't think that's... no, it can't be it. Surely not. But then, I can imagine someone killing Tenko for revenge, right? But I could also imagine someone killing Tenko to cover up the murder. Was Angie killed in her art room? It's possible. It's also... then we got the katana that was there. Is that real? Is that the real murder weapon, or is the sickle the murder weapon as well? I mean, yeah, it's got fresh blood on it, but there was no trace of any dried blood on it. But I suppose it'll be covered by the fresh blood. So many questions. What was everyone's movements? What was everyone doing? Angie would have only opened the door for the student council in her art room. But if she wasn't killed in her art room... and the whole... Why were the effigies upside down? Why was the katana stabbed into Kaede? Like Shuichi said, there was a poor attempt to hide the weapon, or hide the blood. I can't work this out, guys. I'm at a loss right now. All I can do is solve this at the class trial. I'll review the truth bullets, see what I can figure out. But we'll definitely be doing a live session next time, live chat.
Dear.
It's that time again. It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
What gave that away? Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah. Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? And Kaito's done absolutely nothing for this investigation. What's the deal with that? I don't want to think Kaito's the killer, but he's got motive.
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far. I'm just gonna ignore it now. Obviously, she's got 0 to contribute.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try using your brains this time so I don't have to use mine. Not like you ever did.
hooyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It is as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
Atua, please. Please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
Well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. What? You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you gonna say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating. Yeah, that was his plan all along. You're a gigantic threat. Kaito, he managed to subdue you. Spectacularly.
Oh, right already.
No, he didn't. I'm just trying to think. Kaito got really freaked out by ghosts. Is that... like... what was all that about? Is this the same sort of condition like how Tsumugi has cospox? If that's a thing?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? I don't know what to tell these guys. Anyway. Why did the seance fail? I never did figure out why. I see he's still more interested in that than the case. I don't know, like... he's very obsessed with this. Very. Very obsessed with this. Like I said, the obvious answer is because Tenko was already dead. similar to when Akane was obsessed with that pillar in Chapter 4 of DR2, and I was like, why are you obsessed with this damn pillar? And turns out that's what Nekomaru fell on top of, right? And it was important.
Damn.
This trial's gonna be rough, since I couldn't do any investigating. Yeah, great. I respected Angie and Tenko so much. It's the moment we met.
Shut up!
Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it.
All right already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, you guys have figured me out already, so there's no point in keeping up the act. Kokichi never changes, no matter what situation he's in. Fine, I'm gonna have to solve this case myself, clearly.
Listen up!
Try using your brain so I don't have to. My golden brain cells are a gift to the entire world. Yes. A curse, more like it.
Please wait.
It's true, though I do not know if it can be attributed to gods per se. I can hear an inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. I can't explain why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I do it.
On your knees!
Shut up! Why the fuck is a robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so dumb.
That inner voice is probably just a radio or something, like in taxis and stuff.
That is not funny.
It was unwise of me to confide in you all. Oh, gosh. Going to do his best to help. Good. Himiko, are you talking now? No? Oh, jeez. So in the end, the culprit really was? No, it's nothing. We can talk about it once the trial starts. I don't know.
Okay.
The culprit could even be two different people. I have no idea. Atu and ghosts don't matter right now. The culprit is among us. They certainly are, male or female. I tried to go meta last time, and I was like, 2 girls died. Couldn't be a girl killer. Turns out it was a Mikan. So I'm not going to do that this time. 2 girls have died. Could very well be a girl or a boy. I've got no clue. It's time for another class trial. So soon. It feels like it came by so fast. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard. I wonder if the trial grounds are going to change this time or if they're going to stay the same. I suppose we'll see. Won't be long. We descended. There's a gap in the middle now. Perhaps because there were fewer of us. The elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell. Faster and faster. Downward into the black. Someone's going to be missing from this. Who could it be? The elevator stopped. And just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side. The bright light of our future. Or is it? Nope, it's all the same.
Uh-oh.
Boy, they really do look depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth,
Now then,
let's hurry up and get this started!
extreme!
At last, the class trial will begin! I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content! Roll the music. You will order V3. The third class trial was about to begin. There it is. Angie Yunaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. She had good intentions, but the way she went about it was wrong. Still, she cared about us, I like to think. Somehow, in her weird, wicked way. Tenko. Then Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? 2 different people? Look at this one. There's no red in it whatsoever. It's gotta happen eventually. Thinking on a meta level? Is it one of these 5? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial.